So this is what a type 2 would do. They just love you. So is it great to have a type 2 in the team?
Yes.
It's excellent because they are so loving. They will just make sure that everybody is taken care of in the team. So you want these people around because they have so much love to spread around. So type 2 are excellent relationship builders. So when you have a type 2 in the team, you can see everybody loves them. Because all they want to do is to give. Alright? Okay, so that is type 2. That's why you see in this cartoon, you are mine. So they get possessive. Why? So that they can feel needed. Alright? Okay? Type 2. What about the 3? Oh, this is an example of a type 2. A very healthy type 2. Mother Teresa. So this is what Mother Teresa says. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. And that is why a lot of type 2s, they don't judge. They are very non-judgmental. Because when you judge people, that means you have got this standard and they are not able to meet your standards, right? So type 2s, they don't judge. They will love you, they will accept you just the way you are. All they want is just to love you. So what happens is, one of my coaching clients, she's a 2, not very healthy. But what happens is, she's in this relationship for 8 years, and her partner is not working, doesn't hold a job, and is dependent on her for financial assistance. And they're going to get married. So all the friends around her are wondering, why is she in this relationship? So people around her, no one understands why she behaved like that. But when I understood her Enneagram, I knew instantly why she behaved like that. Because you would have this kind of people in your team. Why would somebody be so silly according to the rest of the people? Why would they want to do something like that? Now, in this relationship, she's a type 2. When her partner is so dependent on her, what does it feed her? It feeds her need to feel needed. That is why she wants to hold on to this relationship, because it makes her feel significant. So how to help her to move out of that, to become healthier? We can help her to channel that need to feel needed, to feel significant onto a cause or people who really have genuine needs. So she can still fuel that need to feel significant, and she can channel it to the right people who actually need her help. Okay? So be careful of type 2s in your life if they are not very resourceful, how you can help them to become resourceful. Right? Okay. Type 3. They are known as the achiever. Achievers, they are very success-oriented, very driven, very image-conscious. For a type 3, they are known as the effective, efficient people. They are very into success. You wouldn't be able to ask a type 3, what are you going to do with your life? You will never ever hear a type 3 say, I don't know. Type 3s are always very sure of what they want to achieve in life. Because this is all they want to do. They want to achieve, and they want to achieve success. So type 3s are very success-oriented, very driven. Now, don't you think a type 3 would be somebody you really want to bring into your team? Yeah, yes, you want a type 3 to go into your team because this is what they are, very driven. You don't have to kick them. They are self-motivated, they are self-driven. Type 3s pride themselves as being able to complete their task before time. So if you give a type 3 a list of 10 things to do, a type 3 will pride themselves to complete everything before the deadline. What happens if you give a type 1 the same task list? The type 1 will be so into doing something really perfectly well. At the end of the deadline, you will ask the type 1, so how is the task list that you're supposed to finish? And type 1 will tell you, oh, I'm still at the third task. And you ask, why? Oh, because this third task is not good enough. So they're all about doing something really well. So because of that, type 1s may miss deadlines, and you cannot get angry with them because they want to do something really well. You can always trust a type 3 to always complete tasks on time or before time, because they are the most effective and most efficient people around. But that is type 3s at their best. what happens if type 3s go a little bit down the elevator or all the way down? What is the bad and the ugly of the type 3? Type 3, because they have this urge and this need to always achieve and to complete their task. So if they cannot complete their task and they're behind the task, the deadline, they can get very short-tempered. They can become very stressed, or they can become inconsiderate. So this is what a type 3 may do if they are running the whole campaign or whole project in the team. Type 3 can be so into achieving, accomplishing this task, and they can become selfish. They can ignore people's needs. So what happens if one of the team members comes to the type 3 and say, you know, I want to go home because it's my mother's birthday today. A type 3 may say this, because inconsiderate. So a type 3 may say this, your mother can have birthdays every year. Do you think this project is more important? You make a choice. So this is how a type 3 can become unresourceful. Okay, they become very selfish. All they want is to make sure that their task is accomplished. Because when a type 3 achieve all their tasks and complete all their tasks and achieve, this is when they feel a sense of significance. So type 3s want people to recognize them for being successful, for having accomplishments and achievements in life. And because of that, type 3s are able to appear very successful. They are the best people who can fake it till they make it. So if you want a type 3 in your team, in the beginning, at the start of the LifeMax business, they have not achieved anything yet, correct? Because we all start somewhere. So at the beginning of the business, a type 3 is able to see the vision of them achieving their goals or their targets in the LifeMax business until they are connected with it physically. So they can look the part, think the part, and say the part until they achieve the goal. This is why a type 3 can be very valuable in your team. Alright? So examples of type 3. Oh, I love her. Oprah. Oprah is an excellent example of a very healthy type 3. So this is what Oprah says. Do the one thing you think you cannot do. Fail at it. Try again. Do better the second time. The only people who never tumble are those who never mount the high wire. This is your moment. Own it. It's all about achievement. So live your best life. Excellent example of a type 3. Alright? Let's move on to the type 4. Okay, this is type 4. 4 are known as the individualist. Now, I would like all of you to look at this. Imagine this is the spectrum of how people feel emotions. Everyone, all of us, just imagine. This is the spectrum how we feel emotions. So we are either feeling happy or sad or in the middle, or happy or sad or in the middle. So this is for all the rest of us. Now type 4s. Type 4s, their sense of significance is how they can relate to feeling emotions. So their sense of significance is how they can feel emotions. They need to feel intense emotions. So for a type 4, this is too mild for them. So their bandwidth of emotions is like this. So they are either very happy or they don't do in the middle. Middle is for the rest of us. They will do all the way down. So you see a type 4 feeling sad and depressed and depressed and depressed and depressed and depressed for a long time. Okay, because this is how they feel significant. They need to feel intense emotions. But type 4, because of their ability to relate to feeling emotions intensely, they are very creative. They are very brilliant and creative people. So they are excellent because they are able to channel their emotions into their work and their creativity. So if you want to have somebody who is doing creative work, a type 4 would be your best team member, because they are able to channel their emotions into their work. Whether is it a piece of design, whether is it photography, whether is it a painting. So they have an eye for beauty. So type 4s, they are known as the individualists because they see themselves different from everybody. So they want to be original. So you recognize a type 4 in the way they dress. They don't dress normally like a lot of people. They want to be different. So they dress very differently because this is how they feel different and original. But the strength of a type 4 is that they are always very frank. They are very frank. If you ask a type 4, what do you think of this? A type 4 will not bother decorating their comments for you with flowery language. All they will do is they'll tell you exactly how they feel and think. That's why they are very authentic, they are very frank as a friend or as a team member. But type 4s, because they are so easily connected with their emotions, for example, if it rains, all of us will think of, it's such a hassle when it rains, I have to carry the umbrella. But a type 4 will look at the rain, I could feel emotions. Oh, this rain reminds me of my first love, of that song that I used to sing when I was holding my girlfriend's hand. So a type 4 will be able to feel rain differently from a lot of people. They are able to feel this rain. Oh, this rain is like great. I can paint a painting, or I can draw. I can write a story just because it rained. The rest of us, rain. Oh no, I'm going to be late. Traffic jam. I have to carry umbrella. I have to change my shoes because this is my best pair of shoes. I cannot wear this out in the rain. So this is how the rest of us would respond when it rains. But for a type 4, very different. It's about emotions. It's all about the emotions. So when a type 4 has become unresourceful or all the way down to the basement, they can get very moody, very depressed, even to the point of having suicidal thoughts. So you cannot ask a type 4, hey, come on, snap out of it. The life, life is full of excitement. Don't you just see the excitement in life? Look at the flowers, look at the sun, look at the clouds. The type 4 is not able to get out of their depression so fast. They have to feel the depression. They have to feel it because this is how they feel the significance. When they can feel intense emotions, this is when they feel really significant. So if you ask a type 4 to snap out of depression, what are you going to substitute that emotions with? You ask them to come to the border here and feel normal? Normal is not for type 4. They cannot do normality. They have to be very happy or very depressed. So you have to let type 4 to feel and wriggle out of their depression at their own time and own space. So if you have a type 4 in your team, how do you deal with a type 4? If you have a type 4 in your team, help a type 4 to connect with his goals. Help a type 4 to channel his intense emotions into his goals. Because if they need to feel emotions very intensely, you have to help them to link their very strong emotions to what they really want in life. Otherwise, if they go into that sad or depressed state, it doesn't matter how much you shake them. You just cannot help them to get out. You have to give them some time because they are going through that very intense, emotional roller coaster in their life. So you have to understand them. So if you have a type 4 in your team, this is when you stop wondering why on earth they are like that. Because they are like that. So you cannot ask a type 4, are you done with your depression yet? A type 4 can stay at home for 1 week just because they misplaced a phone.